They were once the embodiment of Hollywood love, Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman, the couple who proved that fame and family could coexist. For nearly 2 decades, their story felt like a dream. Red carpets, heartfelt songs, and smiles that seemed untouchable. But behind the perfection, time and distance began to unravel what once felt unbreakable. When news of their separation broke after 19 years of marriage, fans were stunned. How could something so strong quietly fade away? And now, at 58, Keith Urban has finally broken his silence, not with anger, but with a quiet honesty that speaks volumes. His recent words and music hint at reflection, maybe even regret. What really happened behind the spotlight? And what does Keith's silence reveal about love, loss, and the price of fame? After months of silence, Keith Urban's quiet confession at 58 sent ripples through Hollywood. During a recent interview, he finally mentioned Nicole Kidman, not with anger, but with a pause that said everything. It was his first public acknowledgement since Reuters officially confirmed their separation on September 30th, 2025, ending a 19-year marriage once seen as unbreakable. The clip quickly went viral, with fans claiming they saw regret in his eyes, the look of a man replaying what he'd lost. Whether it was a confession or a slip of emotion, that moment reignited the story everyone thought was over. But what Keith said after the cameras stopped rolling revealed far more than a single sentence ever could. For nearly 2 decades, Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman looked unbreakable, the kind of couple that made love seem effortless. From red carpet premieres to family strolls through Nashville, they appeared to have found the balance between fame and family. Their chemistry was undeniable, their story inspiring. But behind those glamorous moments, the distance was quietly growing. Keith's tours stretched longer, Nicole's filming schedules moved farther, and the hours they once shared began slipping away. The separation wasn't explosive, it was slow emotional erosion masked by polite smiles. According to People magazine, friends revealed that the breakup wasn't a secret within their circle. Keith had reportedly moved out weeks before the official filing, signaling that the decision had been building for months. It was, as one insider put it, the moment when distance became reality. Still, the pair handled it with grace. Publicly, they spoke only of respect and shared parenting. Privately, the fairy tale ending had already begun to fade. Their story started like a movie, but real life rarely follows a perfect script. Insiders say the warning signs had been flashing long before he packed his bags. Friends now admit the couple's smiles were rehearsed long before the cameras rolled. Behind the glittering lights, Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman were struggling to keep their rhythm. His endless touring schedule and her film commitments turned love into logistics. Nights apart became weeks, and weeks became months. What the public heard as irreconcilable differences may have been quiet emotional burnout. 2 people chasing their dreams, but losing touch with each other. The love was still there, but the connection had become routine. Then came the interviews. In one now viral appearance with Ryan Seacrest, Keith was asked about Nicole, and his reaction said everything. He froze for a moment, smiled awkwardly, and quickly changed the subject. People magazine reported that his sudden silence left fans buzzing about what he was holding back. The clip spread fast, with viewers claiming they saw the look of regret in his eyes. Those close to him insist it wasn't anger, it was exhaustion, maybe even guilt. The weight of 2 decades of promises kept and broken was finally visible. And those cracks widened the moment a new face entered Keith's world. It started as a duet and ended as a headline. When 25-year-old country singer Maggie Ball began performing alongside Keith Urban earlier this year, fans saw it as mentorship, a veteran artist helping a rising star. But soon after, viewers noticed something strange. During one concert, Keith altered a lyric from a song he once wrote for Nicole Kidman. What had been a tribute to his wife was suddenly changed to reference his new guitarist. That single moment set off a wave of speculation. According to People magazine, the change happened just weeks before the divorce became public, and insiders quietly described it as a turning point. Fans began dissecting every interaction, the smiles, the harmonies, the shared glances on stage. Social media lit up with claims that their chemistry seemed too natural. Though no evidence ever supported the idea of romance, both Keith and Maggie stayed silent, never addressing the rumors directly. Still, His decision to stay quiet only fueled curiosity. Was it simply professionalism, or a story he didn't want to tell? For a man once known for wearing his heart on his sleeve, that silence felt louder than any denial. When Keith Urban finally sat down for interviews after the split, his fans expected clarity. Instead, they got hesitation. During a recent radio chat, a host mentioned Nicole's name, and Keith's confident tone faltered. He smiled briefly, gave a short answer about new chapters, then shifted topics completely. That brief silence became one of the most replayed moments of his career. Clips from the interview spread across social media with fans claiming they saw something deeper behind his calm expression. Some said he looked relieved. Others said he looked broken. Either way, it didn't feel like indifference. Body language analysts pointed to his lowered eyes and subtle pauses, signs of someone struggling to find the right words without revealing too much. While Keith never said he regrets the end of his marriage, many viewers felt his emotions betrayed him. And it wasn't just that one interview. In the few appearances that followed, his tone stayed reflective, quieter, more introspective, almost as if he was still processing what had happened. He didn't need to say, "I regret it." The silence between his sentences said it for him, because what he didn't say that day would echo through every song he's released since. Fans swear they can hear the heartbreak between the chords. Since the separation, Keith Urban's sound has shifted, softer rhythms, reflective lyrics, and melodies that feel more like memories than songs. His latest performances carry an unmistakable ache, as though every guitar strum echoes something he wishes he could say out loud. In one recent single, a haunting lyric caught everyone's attention. "The silence after love is the loudest sound of all." Fans were quick to connect it to Nicole, claiming Keith was finally expressing the regret he couldn't admit in interviews. Music critics noted that his newer work feels stripped down, raw, emotional, and almost confessional. Each verse seems like a private letter to someone from his past. Even his stage presence has changed. Gone are the flashy smiles and upbeat tempos. Now, when Keith sings, he closes his eyes, holds each note longer, and lets silence fill the space between verses. While he's never confirmed who inspired these songs, the tone is unmistakable: heartbreak, reflection, and forgiveness woven together in sound. His music no longer feels like entertainment. It feels like closure. But before those songs came Sorrow, a moment Keith still calls his biggest mistake. Long before divorce rumors, Keith Urban's private struggles were already shaping his story.